Welcome to Prevent Your Adventure. It's a pretty crappy Sunday afternoon here in January, so I'm at a place literally right down the street from my house, 4G's Pizzeria and Restaurant, right in Killingly, Connecticut. I hadn't been here in a long time, and the place is... I'm 66 and a half, and as long as I can remember, which is going back to, 8-10 years old, this place has been a food place of some type or another. So it is, and has been 4G's for a while, and the place always has a large amount of cars when I come by. Has a bar. I don't know if the bar is more popular than the restaurant. I really don't know much about it. But anyhow, let me show you what I got. They advertise on their website, they have regular fries and then fresh cut fries. So I went with the fresh cut fries, that's my jam. And a pepperoni pizza. And it is a pan type pizza, as pretty much everything in this area is, and nothing wrong with that, just a statement of fact. Alright. I was looking on the local Killingly Facebook page, and it said, where's the best place for french fries? And a couple people said this place was, so let's see. Their website said, just like the fair fries, and they're not too far off, let me tell you. Allison, I don't know if you still watch, but if you do, right down the road. Allison's my neighbor, a lover of french fries. Good french fries. Let's give this pizza a try. Pan style. So, yeah, it's going straight down. I mean, it's got a nice bottom to the crust and all. It just, that's kind of what you expect for the Greek pizza in the area. And I don't want to say excess, but the amount of toppings must be what caused the problem, because that's got a nice little crisp on that crust. Nice flavor. Just once again, more cheese than this old guy likes. And when this old guy was a young guy, he liked that cheese. It is, as we continue to talk about, or as I continue to talk about, a personal preference in the type of pizza you're chasing. Alright, that was a better first impression than I was expecting based on my previous remembrances. So, let me finish up the food and come back and share my final thoughts. Alright, final thoughts from 4G's Pizzeria here in Dayville, Killingly, Connecticut, on the corner of Maple Street and Route 101. I'm not sure if that's Providence Pike or Hartford Pike, because it's 101 and 6. One's Hartford, one's Providence, I don't know. So anyhow, French fries. Very nicely done, much like fair French fries, which is my favorite type of French fry. Those of you not from the area or don't go to fairs, I guess I would say kind of close to a Five Guys type of fries or something like that. I like them very much. The pizza, I came in expecting less than what I got. I was pleasantly pleased. I just had some vague memories. I really had nothing to go by, so I don't know why I thought that way, but I did. Nice crust on it, nice and light crust with a bit of crisp on the bottom. Pan pizza with a lot of cheese. Not a lot of cheese type of guy anymore, but like we keep talking about, pizza is such a personal preference that what I might not find enjoyable, you might find to be absolutely the best thing going. So take what I say with a grain of salt and follow what you like, and I'll share with you what it's like, and if that's the type of thing you like, then definitely worth checking out. So, nice crust, a lot of cheese, which kind of overpowers the sauce a bit, but nicely done. I would come back here again. Nice guy inside, very nice. Ordered online, which is always tricky, because when you order online and it gives you a time, and it's like, is that accurate or not? And I don't know. It said it would be ready at 3:45, and I got here at 3:41, and it was sitting there, so who knows? But anyhow, pizza was nice and steaming hot. It didn't impact it in any way, shape, or form. Just that online stuff, no matter where you go, it's a little sketchy in my book. So let's give it a score. 0 to 10. By the way, if you noticed, no glasses, daylight, finally done with my cataract follow-ups. I can see again, I can drive at night. It's a pretty good deal. So let's give it a score. 0 to 10. I'll go 8.2. Enjoyable pizza, enjoyable French fries. Nice guy inside. It's a rainy, snowy, icy Sunday afternoon. Didn't feel like traveling, so worked out very nicely to come down here. So I'm going to go 8.2 here. Two things now. First one's not a story, so you may want to stick around, you may not. I don't know. And I only share this with you for information, not in any way being a jerk or complaining or anything else. Just sharing information, because sometimes people message me and it makes me stop and think. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I could do something better, which I can always do something better. You can always be better. There's no question of a doubt you can always be better. But I had a guy send me a message saying, you never seem to go over 9.5. Why do you go to 10 if you don't ever go above 9.5? Which is a legitimate question. And different people score different ways, I'm sure. But my thought process is, if I give a place a 10, that means everything was absolutely perfect. The flavor, the crust, the pepperoni, the cheese, the balance, everything was perfect, along with whatever else I get, which is a pretty good compliment. But what happens in 2 weeks when I go to somewhere even better, that turns out to be even better? Where do I go with my score? Because they're not equal. So will I ever hit that 10? That's the elusive question for those who are into some type of math theory, where if I stand on a line and walk towards a spot and I go halfway each time, I'm never going to get there because I only go halfway. In reality, because the distances become smaller and smaller, I'll get there, but I'll never, in theory, get there. So that's kind of where I'm at. I did at one point give a place a 9.975. I think way back in the beginning I gave a place a 10, but I was new. Boy, you'd have to be really, really special to get a 10. Is it possible? Absolutely. But I want to clarify that excellence and perfection are two different things. You can do something and be excellent, and it can be an excellent experience and excellent food, but that doesn't make it perfect. It makes it excellent. If you strive for excellence, you could live a very happy and productive life. If you strive for perfection, you're going to always be disappointed. So anyhow, that's just it. no slam. The guy had a valid point, and I just wanted to clarify that in case anyone else ever wonders why that guy scores the way he scores. You know, the logical math side of my brain just won't let me go there, I guess. I don't know. Maybe someday it will. All right, now for the story. That should have been the story, but I'm sitting here, and literally a half a mile up the road is the lake that I went to when I was in 6th, 7th, 8th grade, Alexander's Lake. Anyone that's from this area knows Alexander's Lake and the beach at Alexander's Lake. When I was young, I think it cost $0.25 to get in, or you could buy an annual pass and go. I don't know. It was probably Memorial Day through Labor Day. I never got an annual pass. I don't know. But it was the place to go. It had a really nice beach, and in the water, it had a couple docks. It had a giant water wheel that you could stand on and walk and then fall into the water. It had a slide that you could slide into the water. It had a high dive. It had a low dive. It had a concession stand. It just was the place to be way back when I was young. It's not even open to the public anymore. I think insurance costs just made them decide to close it down. It's too bad because it's a beautiful lake. No power boats are allowed on it, so it's just nice, clean, pristine water with sailboats and canoes and some electric motors. Across the street, if you remember, if you're from the area, there was DeBrule's Miniature Golf. I spent many an evening playing miniature golf there. And before I was old enough to remember, they had even more going on, like 20s, 30s, 40s, as before I was born. But they had a pretty large boat that you could take lake cruises on. They actually sunk the boat in the lake. When I was into scuba diving, we went and tried to find it, but we didn't quite get there. And they had a building that had roller skating and ballroom dancing, and there's a restaurant, and there were even at one point, there was even, I don't remember this, but people have talked about it. They had like a monkey or monkeys in cages outside there that you could go see the monkeys. It was quite the place. So anyone who's from the area, and like I say, I spent many a day in the summers at that beach, just hanging out. Good times. So if you remember Alexander's Lake, and you went there as a kid, at whatever age you went to the beach, throw me a comment. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see how many people that went to Alexander's Lake and have some good memories of it. So there you go. There's where I'm at. 4G's Pizzeria, Dayville, Killingly, Connecticut, 8.2.